How's everybody doing? Tinkering with Harleys. I want to thank all of you who have subscribed, and if you're watching these videos and enjoy them, by all means, please subscribe. Well, we're moving on to the next section of this video of tearing down the motor. And if you've been following this, I screwed the last video up. The camera, I had it turned off and didn't realize it. So there was a lot of stuff that was missed. And what I'm going to do today is show you everything that came out of there, show you the bearings, so on and so forth. And I intended to get this video out at least 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I'm doing this in my spare time. And unfortunately, I haven't had much spare time lately. I've had other commitments that I've had to do. I worked on an Indian, which was a unique experience in itself. It was a learning experience. The last Indian I worked on, I think, was a 1948 and had a rigid frame. And when I got to working on this one, it wasn't anything like the old ones. So there's been a lot of things that have been taking up my time, so I apologize for not getting this out sooner. So I'll get right to it now, and we'll show you what we have. Now, these are the lifters that came out of that motor. And all of these are brand new. And I said that this motor had about 7,000 miles on it, and these show little to no wear. No flat spots on the rollers down here. These lifters are new, and these are the pins that hold the lifters in place. So these are a good set of lifters, and we'll be using those or selling these or doing something with them. But this was part of the shock of doing this bike. I expected something totally different. I expected to have a motor that's 78,000 miles on it. And this one wound up, as I got into it, everything was new that was in it. So now we'll move over to the oil pump. Okay, now here we have the oil pump. This is also new. This has been replaced. This is a stock Harley oil pump. These are new cams. These are all new cams. And there's no flat spots, no wear, nothing on them. I mean, they're in great shape. And we're about to get interrupted. I've got somebody here. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. So we'll start where we left off. If you look at this oil pump, I haven't taken it off. I'm going to leave it right on the cam plate. All of this is new. The cam plate is new. This is not an old cam plate. This is brand new. Again, brand new with 7,000 miles on it. The oil pump itself is new. The cams are new. There's no wear, no indentations, no high spots. It's wearing in the bearings on the inner bearings. It's wearing fine. The chain appears to be new. And the tensioner, I know, is new. So I had already taken the front tensioner off, or it's still there. And you can see the wear on it. And that's with about 7,000 miles on it, the wear on that tensioner. But this whole thing is new, which was more of a surprise, when I started taking this thing apart. As I said, I expected to have a motor with 78,000 miles on it. And when I open this thing up, everything is new. So one mistake screwed this whole thing up. So we're going to have to, fix everything. We're not going to use any of this stuff. Like I said, with the lifters, we're going to do something with those, with this cam plate and the cams. And these are 75 cams. They're stock cams for a twin cam. And we're probably going to sell this whole thing in one piece because I don't believe I'm going to reuse it. So now we'll move on to the motor itself. Okay, when we took the cam plate and cams out, we checked these bearings. These bearings are also new. And the main bearing here for the crankshaft, that's new. And the bearings they put in it are good bearings. They are not the crappy bearings that Harley Davidson installed when these engines were new. So this was a complete overhaul. Why it was overhauled, I don't know. I don't know if these bearings came apart, which they were famous for doing, or a tensioner came loose, you know, a piece of a tensioner ran through the motor. I'm suspecting it was something like that, but I'm not seeing any damage anywhere. And again, this stuff is all new, and it appears to have a new lower end. So that's going to make my work a whole lot easier, because I don't believe I'm going to have to replace the lower end. I think I can use the lower end. And I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do with this. Kind of toying with the idea of bumping this thing up either to a 95 or 100. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I still have some other things to do with this motor, and that'll be on the next video. But I just wanted to catch up and make sure that, because I screwed the last video up, that you guys got to see what came out of here and what kind of condition it was in. So again, I hope this video helps somebody, and everybody, thank you for watching, and until next time, everybody be safe out there.